Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Drink with
Mary
and Meena. So today we have got I need to do this.
Pizza.
I was about to do tossa and then you I mean I'm screaming.
Okay, we'll wait for that. Wow. Wish it was prosecco or champagne, but that's so suffice.
Right. We thought we would treat ourselves today because it's been a few hectic months for us.
And it was payday, so.
Oh, is it?
I mean, end of the month, and then this is quite beginning of the month, isn't it? So it's like we've just been paid.
Yeah.
Do we still have the money in the bank? It's very questionable.
I haven't even told you guys, have I?
What?
So, I was being underpaid for the last 2 months, right? I hadn't even noticed. Right? I mean, I'm not saying it like basically.
You just didn't check the payslip.
I checked the payslip, but what happened was I was taking time off for exams, So I thought, okay, from what I've worked, that sounds like the
Correct
reasonable, fair amount.
Oh my god.
And then I realized, hang on a sec, this does not look good. So I inquired with my HR, and the HR was like, oh, blah blah blah. So what they had been doing was for the past 2.5 months, they were supposed to pay me 27 hours per week, but they had only been paying me 7.5 a week. So
Excuse me, how do you not notice the 20-hour difference? She's rich, guys.
Shut up. And then basically, I was like, hang on a sec, what's happening? So they were like, oh, we'll check and, amend the arrears in the next payday. And I was like, nah, you're paying me now. I asked them, what is the reason for delaying my pay by a month? Because they're due 2.5 months late.
Yeah, and that's good you said that, because my friend Gunit, Sarita.
Yeah.
I believe it's Sarita. If I'm wrong, quote me. Similar situation happened, and they paid her with the next payday again, and then 1,500 tax later.
Nah, and I was like, no, you're not delaying my payment by a single day. I want the money now. And I spoke to my manager. My manager was like, yeah, you shouldn't have, because the HR who uploaded my contract on the system put it down as 7.5, which is my other contract. Yeah,
So
they didn't put it on. I was like, no, you're paying it to me now. I mean, I was okay with money. I could have waited another month, but I was like, no, you're paying me now.
Yeah.
But I wasn't hoping them to pay, but then they really paid. And I looked at the amount, and I wasn't expecting much. I looked at the amount, and I was like, I was missing this much from my payslip, and I didn't notice. And for somebody who works in finance, like that's a very shameful, we'll say, negligence on my part to not be checking my payslip.
But you had a lot on your plate. My point is, you are employed to do that shit. Why aren't you doing it? Talking about payslip, I'm having issue with that as well. So Meena Didi and I are on the verge of both buying houses. Finally happening, guys.
Yeah, this podcast is
all about
surrounding
that.
with the stress.
So if you're a new time buyer, welcome to the
first time buyer.
First time newcomer buyer.
Sleep deprived she is.
Bruv, like, don't even get me started. I'll be talking in 10 different accents at this point. But anyways, payslip. So why did my company change the payslip, the paying system this month? When I have to hand in all my documents, they changed. So I can't access the payslip.
Huh?
Bear in mind, I've just come from night shift. So I've sat on this Zoom call with this lady who don't know jack shit. But bless her, she's trying to help, yeah. She's sending me same link dosturi bizarra, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, love, like, it's not really helping, Tracy. but I can't blame her, because at least she's helping. So now they're gonna send me a new invite, and then hopefully wait for another day. And I told my manager, what can I do? And she's like, oh, it's out of our control. Yeah. And I can't even contact the HR, because that's not even HR's fault, because the payslip company is a different company, and there's no.
Is it outsourced?
Yeah, and there's no phone number to it. I've CC'd the entire email that I can find. No one's replying. It's only the ladies that are replying. Yeah. Oh my God, that's doing my head in. So tell me, why have we worked so hard and not get paid or even have the access to our pay slip? Yeah. I mean, the fact that we're having to do this everything outside work just to get paid, and we're not even getting paid for this stress.
By the way, I'm not even at that point in the process of buying the house, eh? I think you've jumped right to the end. We need to tell them what's been happening so far in terms of the stress. So obviously, one, inflation has caused the interest rate to go up. So each day we delay our buying process, delay our buy, the rates are increasing. Every 2 weeks, announce no?
Yep.
It's going up. So that's happening, and we're kind of, I wouldn't say desperate, but we're in a rush to buy before the interest rate goes anywhere where we'll be unable to afford the house. Eh?
But if you all are saying now, why don't you wait another day? No, that is not an option.
And second of all, where are all the decent properties when we need to buy a house?
Tell me, on our budget, by the way. So okay, so I'm quite on the later state of purchasing than Mina did there. No. So our budget, obviously, I'm not going to disclose our budget, just for obvious reasons. On our budget, the houses. So I'd call the agent, yeah. First, mother, because I'm very introverted, like I'm not introverted, but I can be quite a bit. So I would email them, can I view this property? Yeah. I was like, girl, this is not happening. So by the time the email came back next day, sorry, it's already been sold. Yeah. One day, 24 hours you're talking. I was like, this is game on. Game on, bitches. It's a tiger game. I think, because we're trying to look around Basingstoke area. I mean, we both are, no?
Yeah, because I would love to stick around in this area with my family, with his family around. But the value for money and the type of properties that you get is so shit. It's literally shit. Like, it's so sano, like, shittiest of the house are, like, almost at the top end of our budget. Okay? But then, like, our budget, I wouldn't say it's low. Our budget is decent. And with that money, I can get so much better properties in Basingstoke. Like, I can literally, I don't even need, like, Diwashanai, it's only for Diwashanai, and we don't need 3 bedrooms. But we can get 3-bedroom houses in Basingstoke with that budget.
Semi-detached. Can I say there was a detached with that budget as well? And I inquired, but the lounge was not big enough. So I was like, I'm not going to view. But my point is, what is in Farnborough that is causing that? Anyways.
Nepalese.
It's not even that, bro. Anyways, I went viewing Farnborough for the same budget price. Yeah. I was like, God, because everyone's like, why are you moving to Basingstoke? Your mom's going to be lonely, blah, blah, blah. I was like, fair enough. I'm trying to understand her part as well, because obviously with the recent loss, she wanted to be around friends and family, But I was like, okay, if it's like I have money, if it's 50,000 more, that's fine. I'll stay in Farnborough. 100,000, we're talking the difference. The same property value with the same area, same amenities, and in Farnborough, 100,000 difference. Asking price no. And I know if I ask in Basingstoke, I can go below the asking price. Farnborough, you can't, because it's always above.
Here you have to bid.
Yeah,
bid above the asking
price. I was just like, I'm not rich like that. I haven't got a kidney to sell.
Rich money, na? I wouldn't even bother. Yeah, because the value.
The location as well, it's not it. So anyways, I went to view in this area in Farnborough because my cousin was like, have a look. And I was like, you know what? If it's decent, why not? Okay. Because it was on the top end of our budget, if it is, like you mentioned. But it was end terrace, not even semi-detached. But I was like, you know what? If this brings family closer, I'm not going to complain. I'm that kind of person. Went, looked at it, street dislike. Because I know Farnborough very well, yeah. looked at the street, I was like, dislike. I don't even know why I didn't bother looking at the map. I was so stressed. I was just like, yeah, just book me in viewings. I'm just gonna go. Dislike. On the front area, it was dislike. No car park at the background, and it was next street to the council estate. I don't want to be
At the top end of your budget.
at the top end of your budget. I don't want to wake up the next day and go to work and my car has been vandalized. So what are you going to do? You're late for everything. And I was just like, no, thank you. I don't feel secure, safe enough. And then in the front side, there's not even like a normal street. Like, I kind of want a relatively functioning street just to feel a bit secure or at least open. It's like,
And the thing is, if it's communal parking,
yeah.
parking is not even guaranteed.
It says 3 permit parking, but I didn't see one.
Permit only though.
Exactly,
like,
done.
Not guaranteed though. Permit to jatiwata issue garda ni huncha. Are you gonna have the space though?
None. They didn't even have a garage to put storage. Yeah.
You know, you said you went to view that property just because of your cousin. People and their opinions when you're trying to buy a house. Like, okay, fair enough. People who are not gonna live in that property, people who are not buying it with you, their opinions may not matter. You know? But even within yourself, even now, hey, I and Diwash are like having this conflict in the budget. So I wanna spend less than what we can afford, save money on the deposit that we have, save a little bit there, save every month that we're gonna be paying towards the mortgage, and I save that, and then buy a second property in 2-3 years' time. That's my plan. You know how diva he is.
Wants to go all in, all out.
Yeah, he is like at the highest end of our affordability. And I'm like, love, you're talking about more than $2,000 in mortgage every month if you go up there. Like, I know we can afford it, but I would rather not sacrifice my quality time with you doing overtime, stressing about money.
Not going on holidays.
Yeah, I have a big ass house with 3 beds that I don't even use. What are we gonna do? You're gonna sleep in one bed. I'm gonna sleep in my one bed. What? There's still one room empty. Yeah. What are we gonna do with all that? That kind of conflict. And then he likes one property. I don't like it. I would rather. There's this really nice property that I have my eye on, which is really nice. But there are spaces where you can add value easily in that property. And I'm like, I am more than happy. I'm down to doing a little bit of DIY. This would be a good starter project because I love DIY. I love converting things. Yeah. I would rather do this and then learn from a small project and then go on to big projects. This is a really good learning opportunity as well, and a good opportunity to add value to the property. Him, Mr. Diva.
Plus, you can do it how you want it.
Yeah. But Mr. Diva, he wants a ready-made, everything nice property. And I'm like, I can't have it, love. And then, first of all, I had to convince him to go to Basingstoke. Okay? He was like literally wanting to live here. And I said to him, if you want to live here, we're gonna get a flat.
Yeah.
And then build equity there. Then buy a big house. No, hunnare. Flat pani hunnare. He doesn't want to live in a flat. He doesn't want a flat. And I'm like, what is wrong with flat? Even 2-bed flat is going to be more than enough space for us. Even if we fight, we can go into one room each.
Exactly.
That much space.
Exactly.
And it's not for long. It's only for 2-3 years. And then once we start having babies, then we'll move, like, you know. Like, he doesn't understand you start from the starter house thing. He's like, I want to buy my forever house now.
Because he's never been in that position at all. Like, this is the difference between people who survived and people who lived. Okay? The way we think is like, okay, let's save here, do a bit there, and then stretch it out. Let's not survive anymore. That's our thinking process. I wanted my mortgage to be under 1,500. I know.
Good luck in this.
No, I'm actually quite pleased.
Yeah?
I might have got it. Yeah, even though interest rate I got offered was 5.8. Laughs in poverty.
I know people whose interest is locked. Sorry, I'm speaking with them. I know people whose interest is locked at 1.6% for 5 years.
I know.
I'm like...
My friend, she recently remortgaged and she said her interest was 2 point something. My colleague recently remortgaged, her interest was 1.9. I'm like, bro, shut up, you can't speak.
What kind of interest rates are that?
I don't know, bro.
Unicorn or unicorn?
Not the ones that I've been seeing. I want that. That's like nearly 1.5 more than my interest rate.
Also, as a first-time buyer, when you're going through navigating around this whole process, you're like learning new things every day again. New like guide price, asking prices, bloody mortgage in principle, bloody what is that? Learned a new thing, non-standard construct. I'm like, what? It's just like, are you aware that this property is non-standard construct? I was like, oh, what is non-standard construct?
Usually it's fine. The house we are trying to get is a non-standard construct as well. So obviously some lenders have issues, but most of them don't.
Yeah.
So don't like...
It's safe to live in. That's the main thing.
Yeah, don't get put off by it.
It might be a slightly difficult to buy or sell that kind of property, and some lenders don't lend to it. Tara, it's safe to live in. At the end of the day, it sells,
Yeah, that's all that matters. But anyways, where were I? What were we talking about? Viewing houses.
Viewing houses, yeah.
Viewing houses. Anyways, so that property was rubbish. So I went to 2 properties in Farnborough, yeah. And the agent, my main target was obviously the end terrace, but the agent was like, would you like to see a mid terrace? And I was like, you know what? At this point, fuck it.
Show me everything.
Show me everything. Bear in mind, the mid terrace was 10 grand more than our budget. And the mid terrace, yeah. Lovely house one. It had a driveway. It had a driveway and big windows. That's the only qualities the house had. And I'm having to pay. Area was decent though.
Oh, you
Did
just
get it?
revealed your budget, eh?
Huh? Sorry, let me just whiz that out, yeah. And I'm having to pay that much. I'm like, no, thank you. So that was out of the window. And then obviously already disappointed. Next area we went and that was already disappointment as well. Next day rolls, I know. Next day rolls. Just note that I've been looking at all the houses. I've been booking an appointment for all the houses. And I've been showing up for all the houses. My mum actually, bless her, came to 2 of them viewings because she actually swapped shifts, okay? But none of that.
So your sister is taking the back seat there.
Brought the chili in. And my mum was like, my mum said, I don't really want other people to know we're looking for houses type of thing. I'm like, sis, show up then, innit? Show up.
Exactly.
I can't decide on my own. It's a big girl purchase. I'm not buying a car worth 30 grand. This is hundreds and thousands, nearly 500,000 you're talking about.
I know, right?
Quarter mil even enough.
Oh.
And you don't want opinions? I'm sorry, I don't care. My girls pulled through. Manisha Badman, if you're listening to this, I love you so much. She came to my house viewings. She was the one who taught me what questions to ask. I didn't even know what questions to ask.
When you go to your first viewing or not?
I remember you
like,
telling...
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, look at... Devas is like knocking on the walls. I'm like, what are you doing?
Is this normal? No. So I was like, what? This is so... I don't know what to ask. And then Mina Didi voice noted me. She's like, what questions are you asking? And I was like... Well, Badman's asked these questions, so that's what I'm asking. So apparently you need to ask questions like, when was the boiler changed? Is this a boiler or is it combi? Things like that.
Flooring,
when was the flooring
gutter
done? Refurb, etc., etc., etc. And obviously if the house is looking a bit old, there's no point asking. I know. You probably have to change everything anyway. stupid. We didn't even know what questions to ask. And then I took Samir. And you know Samir being Samir. About, like, we are very... we look at things like, it's serious, isn't it? For some everything is judged. Bombastic side-eye again. And then I can't even tell if he's excited or if he's not. Like, you know, when you're in the thing, you kind of gauge the excitement in there, right? You read people's face. Like, if I'm going with her, I'd be like, oh, does she like it or does she not? Like, you know, you're trying to look for validation, basically. Because you're so clueless, yeah. And Summer is just a monotonous.
I can just imagine him.
Yeah. So I didn't even know until the time we came back home. He was just like, oh, it's a very nice house. And I was like, oh, thank God. So pick your people who you're going with. It is ridiculous. So, anyways, we put an offer in one of the houses, and my sister and my mom hasn't viewed it. Do I care at this point?
No,
I really don't.
If you wanted to have a say,
don't. You could have put effort
to come.
I like the house. I like the house. To be honest, I think I manifested this house. Touch wood. I hope I get it, guys. If I get it, synergy go barbecue. I feel like I manifested the house. I saw this area, Miro Satigo neighborhood, mom. I was like, I want a house here. And I liked the area. I liked everything about the area. And I was like, if I'm going to buy a house in Basingstoke, it will be this. I literally said it without even thinking of it. And I said, my max budget is going to be this. And I literally got everything under the same criteria, okay? So hopefully it would stick to that. And even the mortgage part is somewhat looking like what I would want it. I know. So it's fingers crossed. It's looking good.
Good things can happen to us too, guys.
Yeah, man. That's the only good thing that's happened this week. And this pizza, actually, Mina did bought.
Oh my God.
No, another thing. I lied. My mom actually cleaned my room because she realized how much my mental health was declining. Because my room, I'm not a neglectful person in terms of my room. 3 weeks I hadn't cleaned my room because I was so stressed. I had literally had no time for myself. So she literally cleaned my room. When I went to Blackpink, she literally cleaned my room when I came back. I was like, I was so thankful for that. But yeah.
Did you enjoy the concert though? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was lit. I'm never going to a straight club again, guys. Just saying. You're coming heaven with me next time. I'll be the bi bitch.
Yeah, I wanna be there. I want to go to a gay club. I've been wanting to go for a long time.
Nobody touches you because you're straight.
How nice.
And there's platforms here to get on top. So you literally feel like the queen.
I feel like you've spoken about this club before.
Yeah, but we never went neither.
Yeah. Oh, we need to. I'm sure we'll share some nice, lovely experiences.
And how's your viewing going, miss?
Oh my God. So far we've viewed about 4 properties. We put an offer in the property that was like, I had eyed it right from the start. Okay? That was my property, number 1 property right from the start. But we lost the viewing. No, not lost the viewing. We lost to the other people. But that's fine. I thought, okay, I'm really gutted to lose this property, but also I feel like there's something better coming our way.
Exactly. Manifestation, sis. You have to do it.
So we have got 1 viewing tomorrow evening, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Monday, and then I've got... So because my fiance can't make it to a few viewings, I am having to go to some viewings by myself now.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
If I'm free.
Yeah.
When are you free?
Let's go. Thank you.
But if I can't, then I'm sorry.
But he was like, yeah, can you... I have 3 on Saturday. Sorry.
Set.
10:45, 12, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock? Set.
My fiance was like, yeah, video call me when you get to the property. I'll take lunch at that time. Okay? Because he wants to be there. It's just somebody has to earn money. So that's happened, and then, but it's just the conflict. Ani, my friend, she's also viewing properties, and she's like,
who's your friend?
Mina, some me.
Yeah.
She was like, Mira, like, what, are you getting properties in this area at all? And I'm like, no. And then I know that she's somebody who is looking in this area. She's not going to go too far from her friend. But also, I believe that's like an investment property for her and her husband. So, and then she goes, yeah, I went to view a property. My mom was like, the garden's facing the wrong direction, right? Right? And I thought, you know how in the UK, they usually look at garden that's facing towards the south because that's when you get most sunlight. Right? UK ma sunlight paउन अलि गाह्रो छ. So limited sunlight जति पनि पाउँछ त्यसको पनि maximize use गर्नको लागि चाहिँ नि हैन, you have to have a south facing garden, है. And I thought it was that reasoning behind it, है. No. What do you call it? अस्त्र हो कि बिस्त्र राम्रो भएन रे. So it's something a Nepalese version of Feng Shui भनौं न. हैन?
It's vastu shastra made.
Oh, vastu. अस्त्र बिस्त्र.
You know why I know? Because we had the same fucking issue and we lost the house because of that.
Oh, auntie.
Oh. You got the thoughts and asta bista whatever, man. I liked it. I bought it. I want it. I got it. She can do whatever puja. There is a puja to cancel everything in Nepal.
Yeah, exactly.
Just sacrifice one animal. Or coconut.
Oh, coconut.
I know. I'm going to coconut because I was like, granddad, like, I plead. But just sacrifice it, pay a bound budget, shit is done.
Yeah. Cancel the vastu shastra.
Basically, you know the house with the barn style, okay? Like pub style.
Yeah.
With the
beams
sticking out.
Yeah.
I love that style.
Yeah. Period properties.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, and that's like my thing. I saw the house. I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Mom, look.
I think I know.
Yeah, I told you. It was way under my budget as well, okay? Obviously, it looked a bit old, but then a bit of refurb. Come on, like, who cares?
All you have to do is get the 4 walls. You can do whatever you want within those 4 walls.
That's the most expensive part, getting the 4 walls.
Yeah, exactly.
The reno is, okay, if you run out of money, you can get a loan. That's fine, isn't it? No. And to contemplate, gada, we booked it late. By the time we booked it next week, it was gone. Because obviously, good properties don't last. I know. Oh my God. One property we went to, she literally got a compass out from her phone.
Hey, wait a minute. What?
Yeah. Compass? Yeah. Phone go compass.
I'm surprised that your mom knows how to read a compass. Even I don't know how to read it.
No, but then
as in north.
It's not that difficult. Come on, it's like digital, isn't it? Compass. Khoi ढोका त eastमा नरहेछ. So entrance eastमा हुनुपर्ने रहेछ. So the entrance is meant to be on the east. So
you kidding me?
It wasn't on the east, but then the house had another entrance. So she's like, I guess I could use that as an entrance. Girl, don't even get me started.
No, you know what? When you told me that story, my mom's all about Vastu Shastra, milenare, eta uta. I thought she
just... It was a joke.
Yeah, no, not a joke, but I thought it wasn't this bad.
It's deep, bro.
She got a compass out.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, when we move, she's going to have an auspicious day, auspicious hour, where we'll have to take an annual leave, by the way, because it won't be anywhere around it for that moving in.
You know what? I really have to say, I have something to say about this, eh? You know how in the UK community, Nepalese community, people are moaning so much about these guys who have gone into certain religion, who come knocking on your door, trying to preach their religion to you, kind of almost forcing their, opinions and their religious beliefs on you. Excuse me, I don't believe in any religion, but when it comes to dasai, when it comes to bhat khulai, when it comes to this and that, my parents, not much of my parents, but his parents are like, we have to do it this certain way. But that's a religion as well though, Anna. So if you are forcing your religion on your kids, why are you shaming these other people who are coming around knocking on your door? Yeah?
exactly my point on racism.
Mm.
If you're differentiating, I think I've said this multiple times in the podcast. If you're discriminating within your own kind, by kind, I'm not even saying Nepalese. I'm saying inside Nepalese, Guru Mother. Okay? Then you can't even talk about racism, because that's far fetched. Yeah, I know. You're a minority in this country, and within the minority, you're differentiating. So you are technically not allowed to even say the word racism. Yeah,
it's all about bloody having a superficial power trip. Kya? My jat is, bigger than your jat.
It's so ridiculous, and they don't realize the generational trauma we have. Like we might not identify it because we all have that low key. Yeah, if someone gets in, like I can't speak. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I see on Instagram a person, I know, of different race, of different caste getting married, I'm like, oh, love one. One second. How sad is that? How sad is that? And every time mere friends or if there's an international couple, we're sharing each other the things. Yeah. Why aren't you just happy for the person who's got married? We are applauding the fact that they're marrying a different race rather than them being married and being happy together. I know. So tell me, as a society, as Nepalese, how fucked up are we to think like this? Okay? And we are so-called the good, open-minded.
Yeah. No matter how much open-minded, I'm so conditioned that sometimes I have to bloody tell myself to back off. Literally, because these thoughts just surface automatically.
I had this discussion with a colleague of mine. Okay? She's hardcore Christian, you know. I mean, this is why I don't like religion, because they just eliminate certain people because they're a certain way. So I told her I went Blackpink, I'm like showing my Blackpink videos. This is quite recent actually. And then obviously one of my friends, he's gay. I love him, he's an awesome dude. She just went like, oh, because he had makeup on. And then I was like, I already didn't like the fact that you're judging my friend, not just him, but the people he's representing. You're already dismissing a whole clan, right? But again, she's entitled to her own opinions. That's perfectly fine. That doesn't mean I'm not going to challenge her, because I have every right to challenge her, because that's just absurd to me. But I was like, are you homophobic then? Because I saw her expression and I straight up asked her. She's like, no, I don't hate the person, I hate the act. So describe the sentence to me. What part of it was not homophobic?
A person is made up of all the acts that they perform.
Yeah. I don't hate the person, I hate the act. And I went,
Don't sugarcoat it.
I was like, you got 4 children. What happens if your child, one of them, comes to you and say, Mom, I'm gay? And she goes, gay doesn't mean only men, it can be lesbian too. And doesn't matter. Let's just phrase it as gay for now. The question is not even being politically correct. The question is what would you do if a child was to identify they was from the LGBTQI community? And then she went, I pray to the God every day. And I mean,
keep praying.
I pray to the God every day that they don't come to me saying, Mommy, I am this. I was like,
they're not going to come to you for anything.
It's not religion.
It's not even about being gay or anything. They're not going to come to you for anything if you have that kind of attitude.
Yeah, and it's not about religion. Let me tell you that. It's about individuality, this thing. Okay? When people said Christianity, Muslim, Islam, no. I have an Muslim colleague who is fully accepting gay. She's like, if my daughter says she's lesbian, I'm going to have to accept it. She is still my daughter. That's how life should be. And she is Muslim, like she does Ramadan, everything. So it's not about religion. So stop naming on fucking religion for your narrow mind.
Exactly. A person.
It's just disgusting. This disrespect to the whole religion. Yeah.
I know plenty of religious people that are good people.
Yeah.
And even in religion, you have good people, you have bad people. No. That if you're really, really into God and believing that there should be good in, because that's the whole point, isn't it? You believe in God because you want to be good. You don't want to you want to discard evil. you want to be good to everybody and yourself and all that. So why can't you be good to people regardless of what religion they practice or don't practice, what kind of sexual orientation they are, what kind of person they are? Like, is your love, pretty sure anybody who believes in God should be loving unconditionally, yeah? Like, your love to God, to somebody else, to your neighbor, to love thy neighbor, in a lot of religion, doing good shouldn't involve discriminating between, I want to be good to this person, but because this person is a certain way, I don't want to be good to this person. So define evil then.
Exactly. This is why I don't believe in religion. I believe in humanity.
And that sounded like an essay.
Start
up an essay.
It really is true. Yeah. Okay, like, I want to devote my life for humanity. Hence, I'm taking this next step in my career. No, I might get fed up of it. I'm pretty sure I will get there at some point. The point is, that is what drives me. I know, and I don't have to be donating, posting on social media for that. Just genuinely, even showing up for your own people. That's humanity, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And people just think they have to do extra things. Like, you have to run a marathon. You have to like do something to show. Like, it's all status tally again. You get my point?
Honestly, like, achieving things is so overrated.
Exactly. And I think we are done, okay? So we are just like, okay, swipe next, bye.
Honestly, when I hear, this is why I don't like socializing in, in certain groups where people are all about, oh, that person did that, oh, that person did that, oh, the person that is talking all about
the
achievements,
status,
the materialistic achievements, just very fake, very materialistic achievements ko barema matra kura garne.
Yeah, it's either academics,
and like this person and that person. People don't have any respect, but people, if somebody is out of their timeline, if there is a timeline, for fuck's sake,
bro.
If somebody is walking at an unconventional path, if somebody hasn't done something by some time, then people are like this and that, and there's so much on, oh, this person earns this much, this person has this person has that, and I'm like,
exactly.
Why are you talking about it?
Exactly.
No? It's never about human connections. It's never about, oh, I had a really good heart-to-heart with this person. Never that. It's very rare that I go into a big social group and I can find someone that's stranger to me that has spoken about human connections and spoken about something very simple. And the people that I've found, the rare people that I've found or had been introduced with, that I have had lovely heart-to-heart conversations, have ended up being my long time friends.
Like me.
If you say so yourself.
We are here, mate. You can't say it's been here. If you say so as well. Because we have a huge age gap right now. Like, but I mean, to be honest, describe friendship with age limits. I know.
Exactly.
Let's start with that.
Yeah, you can be friends with anybody. I'm sure both of us have friends that are in 50s, and also friends that are very young.
Friends are
like
very young.
18s, 19s. Like, my nieces and nephews have heart-to-heart with me. Things that they wouldn't have heart-to-heart with,
their own parents.
Yeah, or their own parents, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, normalize that, please. I know. What was I going to say? I've lost the plot now. This happens to me a lot, and happens to me more when I'm sleep deprived.
But also, you've slept only 9 hours in the last 3 days. So, this is bound to happen.
It's ridiculous. But anyways, what were we talking about prior to that?
Materialistic achievements.
Materialistic achievements, yes. So, there we are. I'm coming back to the topic, coming back to the statement you said, when someone's not on your timeline. So that happens a lot in dating. So, people are less tolerant, because why should you be tolerant? I know, because you're there for dating for a reason. I know. So everyone wants not the potential, but what they deliver now. Type, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Like I swear to God, Anna, I've told all my girls, hey, some of my girls, they want to they have a checklist, right, for the person that they want to be with. If it doesn't take even one, they're like, no, I'm not dating. And I'm like, mate, your future partner, your future, the soulmate, your love, it's not like a customized order. Yeah?
Exactly.
As long as you see the core, as long as you see the potential, and as long as you are making each other happy, you can work on materialistic achievements together in the life.
I believe in that as well. I know. But like, I have some non-negotiables for sure, because I was just welcoming every Tom, Dick and Harry, like just getting to know everybody and anybody, because I didn't know what my boundaries were. And then that's fine, because like you need to figure out your dating style and who you, it's like if you don't know what your type is, the best way to go about is who is not your type.
Yeah.
So my non-negotiables are definitely smokers, okay? So I've met few people who've literally never said they smoke on their website, on their profile, and when we start talking, it's good vibes matched everything, yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good, because you kind of known it in the first a week or a few days, name.
Yeah.
But then when I find there are smokers, that's just a huge deal breaker for me, okay?
Why smoking?
I lost my dad because of cancer, throat cancer specifically, and so did my granddad. So I don't.
But he didn't have throat cancer because of smoking.
My dad was a chain smoker, by a long time ago.
Okay.
So, and genetically, I might have some cancer cells, whatever, in my body, So if I was to have an offspring, why am I trying to make the chances more than 50% of being with someone who's already hardcore into that?
I think, you know what, I think a lot of people, mostly men, don't understand how far motherhood, how far ahead motherhood starts when our motherhood starts right from preparing our body. Like the child is not even conceived, the child is not even in you yet, but our motherhood and our thoughts for our children start right before conceiving.
And I don't even want kids. This is a probability of if I have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm basing it off that. I don't want someone who has a very inactive lifestyle either. Okay? I don't necessarily go to gym every day, but I try my best to at least eat healthy. I know.
I wouldn't say you're inactive.
Yeah,
you don't sit around. Like, I have seen people who are thinner than you do less than you. So
exactly, like, I don't want an inactive lifestyle. I'm not saying like I want someone who's like hiking every week. No, that's exhausting. But have a mutual activity that we both enjoy, okay? Even if it's just walking.
Yeah.
And I met some people who are just not into that, and I was just like, do you know what? This is not how I want to live my life. Like, no, thank you. It's just bizarre. So that's what you'd say, like, filter out Garniers, okay? And some of the dudes were intimidated by the fact that I was running a podcast with you, hustling, working a full-time job, and potentially, I would say like, oh, what did you do today? When I was on house viewing, it's just a coffin. Also, you're looking to buy a property? I'm like, yeah. So that got a bit too much to them because they didn't have something equivalent-ish.
It's not because we run the household, okay? Like, if it will come at a cost of exhaustion, but at the end of the day, if it needs to be done, it will get done by us, okay? So when that happens, they realize that she actually doesn't need anybody to do things for her,
Yeah.
So that gets them a bit intimidating, okay? Like with me and Diwash, he knows that I don't need him to do things for me, Tara, he's also made me
feel secure that you can rely on him.
I'll phrase it in this way. He's made a hyper-independent woman independent. I think that kind of explains it.
And that's what it is, Kia. Like, you need to find someone who's gonna channel out your feminine energy in it.
Yeah.
The reason why we are hyper independent is because our masculine energy has taken over it, and we have no time to channel the feminine side of it. Only when a woman is like too masculine, she's like and that's where I'm at right now. I know, and I have not met any man to this day who makes me feel like, okay, do you know what? I can step down and be soft type. Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay, like none of that. So
don't worry, you will.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not settling for.
I found mine after 30, so I'm sure you will as well.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. Also, there was like plenty of fish in the sea, but there's trash too. Right? I was like, very true.
Oh my god, we've literally gone on a rant.
Yeah, but having said that, house viewing is a chore.
Oh,
it is a
guys.
chore. I've told my sister I need a massage spa from
day.
you. She's paying for it.
Yeah.
I'm not paying a dime.
We're going to hammam.
No, that's cheap, mate.
What? London?
Yeah, it's cheap. We need to go bougiest spa place.
Nirvana.
Yeah, because I'm not paying for it.
Yes.
So she better pay for it.
Funny, I want. I am a plus one for Marisha too. So I come along in the package.
If you're listening. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the nicest spa in London. I don't care.
But you know what? Hopefully, we both will have a house by the
end of
this year. And maybe we will, if we have a decent house, we'll have a new podcast set as well. Because we're both trying to move to the same area.
Maybe the third bedroom will come in handy, Mina Didi, for you.
Maybe. Okay, third bedroom will be like a walk-in closet, mate. I'm converting my second bedroom. Third bedroom will be like a walk-in closet and his office.
Yeah, I like that.
The second bedroom is my podcast studio.
I'm moving out of the box room. I don't care. I'm picking the room in this house. They can decide whatever room they want.
You've got 3 bedrooms and it's between you, your sister and your mom.
I mean, it's the same now. I literally live in a box room right now. And my desk, my bed, everything's so cramped there. I know. I don't even refuge in the house anymore. But now I'll have to have my mini office. So I'm going to pick the room that I want. Because I struggled for it.
Exactly.
And after the house is done, I'm not touching anything. They can figure out how to pay the bills. I'm just going to do a bank transfer. That's my job.
Yeah. So on that note, hopefully we'll have nice, lovely updates about the house soon enough. And some good news, hopefully.
Exactly. And I hope if you're going through the same struggles, you could relate. I see a lot of people buying houses lately. And you're quite young, like 23, 24. And I'm like, well done, you sis.
Well done.
So congratulations to all of you. And let us know what part of the house buying did you struggle the most. Now, looking far back, actually, I think I enjoyed the viewing more. Like, I'm in the middle by the No, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, because you're entering somebody else's property and you're like, you're imagining living in there. No? Anyway, this talk is gonna go longer and longer if we keep continuing. But did you notice my nose?
Exactly.
I'm not blocked anymore.
Wow, welcome.
I can breathe.
Welcome. That is so nice.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.